Hey guys, welcome to Tech Gist right here. My name is EJ and I'm on the show with Mo. Today we're talking about Web 3.0. It's going to be interesting and I want you to stay glued. Okay, we'll be right back after this break.
Welcome back guys, and do not forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Now, as EJ rightly said before we went to the short break, today we'll be talking about Web 3.0 and how it affects you and I. Alright.
Yes.
So Ejiro, what exactly is Web 3.0?
Okay, so I believe that people out there would also want to know what Web 1.0 is and also 2.0. But yes, we're going to actually talk about that. But basically, Web 3.0 is like the third version of the internet. So we're talking about the internet, basically. We're talking about the internet and how it has come to this stage. So yes, Web 3.0 is like a third generation of internet.
So what's like the unique feature that makes Web 3.0 cause a lot of frenzy? Because I know a lot of you have been talking about crazy things like I know something of decentralization, the use of blockchain technology, the use of cloud technology, and all
so
of
Web 3.0 is actually not out fully. It is out, but it's not fully. It's not its full potential yet, because people are still, they're still working on it, just such as the AI. Now we've seen the artificial intelligence and how good it can be, we can get information in a snap, So it's being worked on and it's going to be better. It's just like when it comes to decentralization, you know that the big internet companies like Google, Amazon, these people, they are the ones that will really recognize. So if they are going to be decentralized, it means that everybody would have access to their own information. Everybody will be able to upload something. Everybody will be able to see that, oh, okay, this is responsible for this. This is responsible for this. But like I said earlier on, let's talk about the Web 1.0 and also 2.0, and then we'll come back to 3.0.
Okay.
Now, 1.0 is, I'll be asking you that.
Yeah, it's okay.
What is Web 1.0? It felt like you even had an idea of what 3.0 is, but you just wanted to put me on the spot.
Sure.
Fine, here I am doing the same thing.
Basically, Web 1.0 is the first version of the internet. Okay, it was founded by Tim Berners-Lee in 1998. Okay. So the big thing about 1.0 is that it's just a read-only website. It's a static web page. So
like Chrome.
Yeah, boring. Like I just imagine how life used to be at that point.
I mean, I don't know how they would have lived or survived, though.
They actually did.
But I mean, how would you? And it started from like 1985 or so, until 2005. There was basically nothing. You were not able to like. You were not able to respond. You were not able to upload. It was just there. It was just reading the information you get online or something, and then. That's how it works. That's just how it works.
But I think it's actually a bit boring because you just consume content and you can't really say anything or air your views. Yeah,
there were not even computers then, so that's how it worked.
Just desktops. That was actually made for desktops.
And I believe that it would have been good for them because they were not so knowledgeable then. Yes, they weren't. So they probably would be excited that, oh, okay, we have this.
But I feel times change with people.
Yeah.
So at that stage of their life, that was what they felt was a new technology.
Yes,
to them.
I said so. And then Web 2.0. Now we're down to Web 2.0. Web 2.0 is that phase we're in right now. It's that version, the second generation version of internet, where we have the Google, we have Amazon, and then this was also the phase where MySpace X started, where people were now having a telephone, a computer they were using to talk. You can now post comments, say whatever it is on your mind. So that's the phase we are in right now. It started from 2006
till
now.
So basically the Web 2.2 is the home of interaction. Everybody can actually air their views, say whatever it is on their mind, connect with friends, families, loved ones, and all of those things.
Yes.
But 2.0 came with a lot of problems.
And we're still in it.
Basically two.
Yes.
Which is the first, which is security. All right, and that's what we spoke about in one of the episodes of Tech Gist. We spoke about cyber security. It's not safe because these giant companies like Facebook, Amazon, they all steal your data for profit.
Yeah.
So it's putting you at risk but making them more money.
I wouldn't say they all steal their data.
So,
I wouldn't say it that way. So I would say it's the way that they do have access to your information. Like if you post a video, if you like a comment, if you do anything online, they have access to it. They track it because that can also be in help to the security agencies.
How?
Yes. So if I myself,
Yeah.
I watch so many detective movies. And yes, those kind of information do help them in searching for a particular person. So what it means by they are stealing information of people. Now, if they get your information, they take it to the highest bidders, to people in the marketing world, and then
they sell it.
And then they sell it. Now, when they sell it, sometimes it could be for the wrong or for the bad that we do not know, and sometimes it could be for good. Because some people will want to give their advertisements to several people. And so when you like search for a particular thing on your web, or when you're craving for something, you know, then, or when you now go on your Instagram, you now see the things that you have been craving for. Things like, it happens to you,
it
right?
It happened to me,
so
but
those advertisements that they've sold that, okay, this person has been doing this particular thing for a while, let's give him this kind of adverts so that he can look into it and, you know, get more information. So that's the kind of thing.
That's a big problem because while you're using your
sometimes
device,
not safe.
It's actually being tracked. And you do not most times know that it's actually being tracked. They take this data, they sell this data for profit, and you don't get to even have a share in whatever they are doing. So it's not fair.
It's not fair.
They're selling your rights online.
That's where the privacy thing comes in. You don't own. You're not private. How do I say? You're not private.
You're not safe online.
You're not safe online. Something like that. You don't own your own privacy. You know, people are always intruding in it and checking on what you're doing. Sometimes it do help the security agency, as I say. I mean, I would love to be a CIA one day or something, or SSS.
So guys, that's where Web 3.0 is coming.
Yes.
It's going to be solving this. All right, so after this short break, we're going to tell you more about Web 3.0 and how it's going to benefit you. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Welcome back, guys. Thank you for staying tuned to Tech Gist. I'm still EJ and Mo is in the building.
Big time.
And we're talking about Web 3.0. 3.0, 3.0. And we're actually talking about Web 3.0 before we went on the break.
Yeah.
So Web 3.0 is something that is being worked on right now that is characterized by the decentralization, privacy, the new technology which involves blockchain, AI, the artificial intelligence, and cloud technology, you know, where you store your information, all of that. So yes, that's what basically Web 3.0 is, and they are working. We're in the phase though, but they are working to make it better. When we talk about decentralization, yes, what would you like to add to that? You
know, the difference between Web 3.0 and 2.0 is actually that major decentralization. Yes. In 2.0, it was centralized. It was regulated. So it's more like specific people have control, have authority over what you consume, all right, over what happens to you. Yes. But decentralization is like a system, it's an ecosystem where you're free. Everybody has a right.
Yes.
To speak. Everybody has a right to decide what happened to their data. So if you want to sell my data, I must make money from my data. So it's my choice. All right. So I feel it's freedom for us all. And
I feel that some people don't even want to share their information at all. They don't really care. Why are you prying into my affair? Why are you poking your nose into my affair?
Exactly.
So some people do not even want to be attached to things like that. I mean, I wouldn't want to make money off my privacy, would I?
I don't know. So
and then we also have the artificial intelligence. I love that so much. Now I've watched this movie. So like I said, I always watch this.
Yeah.
There's this movie, Super Intelligence. So it's about a very beautiful lady. The AI actually hacked in. I don't know if it's hacked, but it actually got into her system.
Yeah.
Every electronic device in the house, a microwave, her TV, her lights, you know, everything was actually talking. And I started talking in a voice that she knew, and she was like, "What's this? Are you really the person?" And the AI was now speaking like, I'm actually an artificial intelligence, super intelligence, and I can actually take any electronic device I want to. I can speak to anyone through that, even your phone. So I mean, when I watched that movie, I was scared that what if humans could actually do something that would outpower us, or you know,
or come to
destroy the world for us. I mean, I've watched movies like that, and I'm like, people still keep creating softwares, devices that may one day just bring us down. Yeah. So that the super intelligence, the artificial intelligence, was able to hack everything into the United States house. It was able to hack anything. Their mouse, what do they call that? Shootouts. The mast,
satellite,
every instrument that we used to start the World War III or World War II, it was able to hack it. So I mean, that's what they're actually working on, making the artificial intelligence very superb. That when you want to get an information in
delivers.
Yes, it just exactly comes. They are working on it. Also, the blockchain.
Yeah. The blockchain is the part where it makes buying and selling trade easier.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody controls your transactions.
Yes.
So it's safer and it's still decentralized. So you have more liberty and you have more freedom. It's not like regulators of the bank, and nobody can just wake up and decide to just close up your account like the way they do in some of our Nigerian banks, which is so weird. So it's safe. All right, it's safe for you, it's safe for me, it's safe for us, it's safe for the future. That's literally the future of money. Of Web 3.0. Yeah, and that's where we're going, because everybody has a share. It's like everybody is buying into the share of Web 3.0. It's not like just specific people who are controlling the economy. Just like and also the cloud technology, they're working to make that at its full potential, whereby you get to save things on the internet without people having access to it. But wait, do you think they could actually hack my iCloud? I think that's one of the things that's going to be solved in 3.0, Web 3.0, because one of the big features of 3.0 is that the issue of cybersecurity is going to be drastically reduced. Yes, definitely. It's going to reduce more, because come think about it, when everywhere is open, what would you want to steal from somebody, or what would give you the access to stealing? And that even brings me to something. Okay, it's called about internet identity. Yes. Yes. So the internet identity, I wanted to talk about that. It's a smart contract for your data. It allows you to authenticate with an identity anchor. All right. So basically, you have like a security key or facial recognition, which makes it just for you alone. Yes. So that's already. So no one will be able to have access to that. Exactly. It's just you, basically. It's going to be cool. So what are some of the benefits of Web 3.0? I know we've almost even said it. I mean, life is going to be easier. So why does it matter? What does it provide us? Life is definitely going to be easier. To provide you security from hackers. Better privacy too. All right. Sorry, that's that question again. So why does it matter? Start with why does it matter? We didn't talk about the internet computer. And that was the video we're supposed to play. No, don't worry. Okay. So you said, why does it matter? Yeah. All right, so why does Web 3.0 matter? What do you think it provides us that we do not already have? I mean, we feel like we've been saying it. It's going to make life easier for one. But concerning the security, definitely going to provide your information really secured from hackers. They're not going to have any effect on it. Even if they have, it will be very difficult, because I know that if you're in this tech space, information will definitely go from one person to the other. Yeah. So they would actually find a way around it. It's just like having a virus and an antivirus. So somebody would definitely want to leak an information, and
try to bypass or boycott or something.
So everybody wants to share because we all love ourselves.
But I'm saying that the security for your information will be
top notch.
Yes, will be top notch now. Even if they're going to bypass it, it's going to be very, very difficult.
So there are two things I love about why it matters. Number one is faster and efficient.
Yes.
And the other one is more adaptable to changes.
Yes.
So as time grows, as technology evolves, Web 3.0 also evolves, because it's just like the Android ecosystem, where every developer, the XDA developers, bring their suggestions, and that's why you see that the Android keeps growing, keeps evolving. Just like the
iOS, it keeps evolving and everything.
I think that's one of the big differences between iOS and Android, because iOS is more like centralized, not decentralized.
Yes.
But Android is decentralized, so that makes it more cool.
Well, the fact is that technology is evolving. The planet is evolving. Everything is evolving, and Web 3.0, we're hoping to get it, and we're hoping to have it, whereby where we are on the internet is going to be safer for us to be able to use. We will not be concerned about people hacking into our system. You know, I heard something about the Trojan. Is it Trojan horse? No, Trojan. So when they send you a picture of your phone, like
the Trojan virus.
I mean, it's amazing how that thing can take over
your whole device.
I'm telling you. They could send it to you via picture or something, and once you download it, somebody was still telling me that I'm sure your phone they've hacked the life, because I don't have money. I'm not taking anything in my money. But really, this is the thing about this cybercrime and how people, you know, might tend to hack into your system. So I'm hoping that this Web 3.0 really comes fast and to be secured for it.
It's going to still provide lots of jobs for people. All right.
Yeah, new businesses are going to emerge from technology.
And it's going to be a beautiful time. We all are going to be grateful for that we are living, and it's going to be phenomenal. Like, we spoke about some of these jobs, like the artificial intelligence, you know, machine learning, and the likes. It's all going to be real in Web 3.0. So we're going to play a short clip right now for you that will tell you more about Web 3.0 and everything we'll be talking about. So we'll be right back after the video plays.
Why is Web 3.0 the next logical step? To answer that question, we need to go back in time a little bit and analyze how we got to Web 3.0 in the first place. The classification of Web 3.0 didn't occur only until Web 1.0 and Web 2.0 ended their existence. So, what was Web 1.0? In a nutshell, it was an era of slow internet that used dial-up modems to connect to the internet and made weird noises while they were connecting. It was also an era when Alta Vista and Yahoo were a hot thing. The web itself was a compilation of a bunch of static web pages that used text and images because video playback would take ages to load. Downloading a movie would literally take a month. Then Web 2.0 came around and started replacing the slow internet with broadband connection, and that paved the way for online interactions. So it wasn't just about surfing the web anymore, rather having online interactions through social media platforms and other means of communications. For example, YouTube, Facebook, Wikipedia, MySpace, and many more platforms. All these platforms brought together different types of people with different interests, and communities started to form. E-commerce started becoming a hot thing as well, and it almost seems like we are still residing in the Web 2.0 era, aren't we? To some extent, we are, as nothing much seems to be changing for the end user. We visit our familiar websites, we consume content, and it all pretty much looks the same as it did a couple of years back. However, behind the scenes, the internet is changing rapidly and drastically, but how come we don't see it? Because most of the change is happening on the back end of things, not where the UI meets the user. This change is mostly happening because of the monopoly that has built up around social media giants and big corporations. And that is usually because they control information flow, they control the privacy of their users, and of course violate the security of their users. Web 3.0 is about truly giving back control to users over their data, not just on paper. This process happened because the number of internet users have increased dramatically over the last decade and will continue to increase. The monopolists that control the internet realize this situation and are constantly intruding into the privacy of users to analyze their online behavior and resell that data to other companies that make money out of it. The vision for Web 3.0 actually dates back all the way to 2006 when information-centric networks concepts were introduced by Van Jacobson at a Google conference. The concept was about making data the center of attention of any network rather than the host that controls the flow of data. At that time, peer-to-peer networks were also an alternative to many internet users that wished to deviate from worldwide monopoly that controlled the flow of data. However, that concept did not find a complete replacement of the social media platforms and services that were around at that time because the concept itself did not have a business use case. 3 years later, after 2006, Bitcoin came around and introduced an additional layer to ICNs, and that is distributed ledgers and decentralization. That shift significantly changed the way people transacted worldwide and also gave a level of security to interactions online. At the same time, the concepts of distributed ledgers and decentralized networks is having a hard time squeezing into mass adoption, just like peer-to-peer networks once did. Unlike the peer-to-peer networks, the blockchain has multiple business use cases, but there are several reasons why it's not being adopted worldwide. One of the top reasons is that it possesses a certain threat to worldwide organizations that control the financial markets and services. It is simply not in their best interest for the blockchain just to come in and take over. You might ask, why not just join the club and let the blockchain integrate into these big corporations? But this would mean that they would no longer have a certain level of control over their users because the blockchain introduced us to a concept that was never introduced before. So these big corporations would either need to find a way to adopt the blockchain into their system and remain profitable, or find a way to regulate the blockchain in a way that would be beneficial to them. None of the two approaches that I've mentioned just now have been successful thus far. There have been multiple attempts to regulate the crypto market and the blockchain, but none of those attempts yielded significant results. Web 3.0 is blockchain oriented, and that means no central point of control, complete data ownership, less interruption of services, and permissionless networks. Several of those points would mean that the governments would not have complete control over financial transaction online, as well as big corporations would not have that control. And we know that they are not ready to give up that position, thus the struggle of the blockchain continues. Another reason why Web 3.0 is not entering the market as aggressively as it should is because of the negative stigma attached to the blockchain, the technology behind Web 3.0. Simply put, people are afraid of the blockchain, Bitcoin, and all of the hacks that are happening on exchanges and other instances that spoil the reputation of the technology. Even though Web 3.0 is facing lots of opposition from the government and big corporations, it continues to penetrate the market and integrate itself with our daily lives. We can see that by just looking at the capitalization of the crypto market that has surpassed $700 billion at the time of filming. It's clear that the blockchain right now is having a wider reach that is not only limited to crypto enthusiasts. More products are being created on the blockchain, and more companies are interested in adopting the blockchain to their business model. So, regardless of all the attempts to stop the Web 3.0 revolution, it is still the next logical step not only in the history of the internet but also in the history of humanity. I'm Mark Nizvisky, and I'll see you next time.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the video we just played for you. We've been talking about Web 3.0. I'm still EJ, and Mo is in the building. Basically what we're talking about is how the internet is going to help us be able to interact with people around and also keep our data, our information very private. Yes. Secure, yeah. Yes, that's what we're talking about. So you can always watch this video again from anywhere that you want. You can always watch this video any time of the day that you want. So for now, it's a goodbye. Or you have something for me?
Are you like setting me up or something?
I was just saying.
But actually, I do have a game for you. It's like a tradition on TechGist, you know.
This is my first time on this show with you. Okay.
Yeah, big time.
So take it
guys,
easy.
it's our first time on the show. Let's show us some love in the comment section below, alright? Alright, so it's going to be really a simple game, and I really hope you do not fail me.
I really hope I do not embarrass myself as well.
It's a very simple question.
It is?
Are you ready?
It is.
So you have 10 seconds to answer. Alright? Are you ready? Now your question is... Why are you making me who wants to answer?
Because the expression is just wicked to me. It's really wicked.
So what's the flower that's most associated with a mother or a woman?
A mother.
10 seconds, yes. 10.
African
9.
queen. Lily. A flower, lily.
Be sure. Let's start it again. 10, 9,
Hibiscus.
8. You're not telling me. 4,
Hibiscus
3,
lily.
2.
Hibiscus lily. What is the answer?
She's actually getting it. It's actually a lily. Alright, but she's not certain.
Nami. Nami, Jare, Nami, Lily. I knew it, but I just wanted to see the expression you give me when I say it. So I mean, I was thinking.
Thank you for telling me.
You're very welcome. Anyways, I did embarrass myself, and I am so excited. Thank you all so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
I'm EJ. It's a goodbye from me. I don't know if you still have
And this is
something to
Mo.
say.
So we'll come your way next week. Bye bye, guys.
Ciao.